Hey, Hi everybody, my name is Cherita. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing part 1 of my World's predictions for 2016 cheerleading worlds. That was redundant. I say this is part 1 because I'm going to be talking about international teams, international 5 and 6. So in the past there's only been international, open, and co-ed 5 and 6. This year, USASF decided to divide the co-ed divisions into large and small. The amount of members allowed on the team are 24 for both 5 and 6. The difference between large and small is the males on the team. It's not the amount of athletes on the team. So if in International Open Code level 5, if you have between 1 and 4 males, you're small. And if you have between 5 and 12 males, you're large. In International Open Coed 6, it's the same for small, 1 to 4 males. And then in large, it's 5 all the way to 15. So they're allowed 15 males on their team in International Open Large Coed 6. If you're not familiar, in the past, what USASF has done is they've taken the top 3 teams from each country in their finals. So in the US finals, okay, scratch that. So in the world finals, depending on, what country you're from, I guess I could call it the country finals. So say the United States finals, there's 13 teams competing. They take the top 10 of those and they go to semifinals along with the other top 10 teams from the other countries. So from semifinals, they just take the top 3 teams from each country. It doesn't matter what place they got. So first, second, third, and fourth are US. That 4th place team is not going to make it to finals. That's how it was supposed to be. But last year, that didn't happen in a certain International Open Coed Level 5 division, but we're not going to go there. So I think to eliminate the controversy, this year they're not doing the top 3 teams from each country. What they're doing is they're doing a U.S. finals and then a semifinals with all the other teams from the different countries, and then they're just taking those top X amount of teams and taking those teams to finals. So, if you guys need a visual, and let's go with International Open Level 5 because this one's a little different because this division has U.S. finals and Canadian finals because I guess there's a lot of Canadian teams that are competing in this International Open All-Girl Level 5 division that they need to break it down just a little bit more between the other countries that are coming to Worlds. So in the International Open Coed, in the International Open All-Girl division, in the U.S. finals, there's 9 teams. So those 9 teams are automatically going to make it to semifinals because they take the top 10. And then for the Canadian finals, there are, I believe, 16 teams. So from those 16 teams, they're going to take the top 10 and put those into the semifinals. And then there's, let me see, there's 21 other teams from different countries that are competing in the semifinals. So there's going to be the 9 U.S. finals, there's going to be the 10 Canadian finals, and then there's going to be the 21 other the other teams that are going to be in the semifinals. And out of the 46 teams, they're taking 25 teams into finals. So I don't think it has anything to do with which country you're from. It's just going to be out of those 46 teams that are in semifinals, they're taking the top 25. I did a quick breakdown for all the divisions, all the international divisions. I guess I should let you guys know that none of the level 6 teams, divisions, none of the level 6 divisions are having finals. So there's not enough teams to have, or trials. Why do I keep saying finals? So none of the level 6 teams are going to be having trials. There's no US trials, Canadian trials, nothing. So they're literally just jumping straight into semifinals and then into finals. So for the level 6 teams, International Open Small Coed 6, there's 7 US teams, and then there's 7 teams from other countries, and out of those 14 teams, they're taking 10 finalists. In the International Open Large Coed 6, there are 8 teams from the US and 21 teams from other countries who are competing, and out of those 29 teams, they are taking 20. And then in International Open Level 6, there are 3 US teams and 18 teams from other countries that are competing, and out of those 21 teams, 14 are going to finals. So I call this a predictions video because I actually put together my top. This is before I did all my research about how they will be handling the international divisions. And so I just kind of went off like, oh, okay, well, I'll just pick my top 3 US teams, because it's almost impossible to look up every single team that's going to be competing in this division, especially for somebody like me who has a full-time job and a child and another part-time job coaching and a life. So I just kind of went off of the teams that I've seen this season. And again, it's also hard to determine which teams will be in the top 3 in the United States, because these international teams usually only compete 2 times, 3 max, a season, because there are a lot of adults on these international teams where they can't commit to like 10, 15, 20 hours a week to practicing and whatever. So these teams don't compete a lot. They usually compete to get their bid, and then they go to Worlds, and then whatever happens. So anyway, I will be doing my top 3 teams of all of the 6 international divisions that will be going on at Worlds. Where? Worlds. So I will start with International Open All-Girl Level 6 only because there are 3 teams from the United States representing, and those teams are OC All-Stars Neon, Cheer Athletics Lady Cats, and Gym Time All-Stars Golden Girls. Last year, if you guys don't remember, Golden Girls actually took first place in that division, so I wouldn't be surprised if they came in the top 3 at Worlds. Next, I'll go on to International Open Small Coed 6. Now, this division has 7 teams from the United States that are going to be competing to try to get to the top 10. And these are the top 3 teams that I think have the best chance of making those top 10. And that would be California All-Stars Team Reckless, Gym Time All-Stars Jade, and Tribe Cheer Tomahawks. And I'm really big on Gym Time because they're from Louisville, Kentucky, and I don't know if you guys keep up with college cheer, but Louisville just basically swept all of college nationals, and usually teams take their college teams and they kind of just make them their all-star teams. And I'm pretty sure last year that's what Louisville did with their all-girl level 6. So, for Gym Time. So I wouldn't be surprised if Gym Time kind of swept all of the level 6 divisions, but that's just me. I don't know. They're usually really, I don't want to use the word secretive, but they usually compete one time, get a bid, and they go to Worlds. So, because they're busy with college. But we'll see. Now on to International Open Large Coed 6. In this division, there are 8 United States teams, and out of these 8, they're trying to make the top 20. So I think these 3 teams will make the top 20, and that will be Gym Time All-Stars Chrome, who last year they won that division. And this is, I promise you, this is all by coincidence. Cheer Athletic Clause 6, and they got second last year, and PCM Resurrection, and they got third place last year at Worlds. And actually, out of all those 3 teams, PCM is the only International Open Large Coed 6 that got a full paid bid to Worlds this year. But I feel like those 3 teams will definitely make the top 20. And I mean, I'm not sure what the other teams from the other countries look like, but they'll definitely, all 3 of those teams, I think, will at least be in the top 5. I think. Now on to level 5. So, as I mentioned before, the International Open All-Girl level 5, there are 2 trials. There's the United States trials and the Canadian finals. Is it Canadian or Canada finals? I think it's Canadian. From the U.S., they're taking all 9 teams because they're supposed to take top 10. There's only 9, so they have to take all 9. And then in the Canadian finals, there's 16. They're taking top 10. Canada's actually doing some big things, so I'd be surprised if out of these 3 teams, if at least one of them didn't even make finals. But at least they'll be top 3 in the United States. So, International Open All-Girl Level 5, I have California All-Star Sparkle, World Cup Starstruck, and Cheer Extreme Cougars. And if you guys are not familiar with the Cougars, they just won NCAA Nationals with this much music. None. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, not that music makes a big deal, but they were able to continue with their routine and push through. And I think they got 3rd at Worlds last year. Now on to International Open Small Coed Level 5. So there are 20 teams, 20 United States teams competing in trials. And of course they take 10 to semifinals. And out of those 10, out of those 10 plus the 20 non-U.S. teams, they take 15. So there are 3 teams that I believe will at least make those the top 15, and that would be Cheer Athletics Swoosh Cats, who they just won NCAA, Alaska All Stars Black Ice, they just won Jams, and Spirit of Texas Remix, and all 3 of those teams got full paid bids to Worlds. So I'm pretty sure that they will definitely make finals. I can't tell you where they're going to place in Worlds, but those 3 teams will definitely make finals. Last but not least, International Open Large Coed 5. And this team has one of those controversial teams that I was mentioning earlier. But we're not going to go there. Okay, so there are 25 U.S. teams that are competing in trials. They take 10. And then out of those 10 plus the 37 non-U.S. teams, or teams not from the United States, so they're taking 25 finalists. And I believe the 3 United States teams will be Cheer Force Infinity, your reigning champs, Cheer Athletics Wildcats, and Top Gun All-Stars 005. And Top Gun has actually been kind of on the back burner of this whole, the top 3 teams make it, because I feel like Top Gun for the past, 2 or 3 years have come in 4th place, and it's all right, cool, they're way better than all these other teams, but now they can't compete in finals because of this top 3 country rule. But I do believe that Top Gun has a chance to compete in finals this year. Okay, I believe that is it. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble about international teams. I don't know if this makes you guys more interested or not. I don't know, but remember, there's more to cheerleading than just senior level 5. There's more to Worlds than just senior level 5. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever else. I'll link everything below. So, thanks. Bye.